Welcome back to another one of my videos. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lotta, and today I'm going to show you two of my favorite granola recipes. Now for each cup of oats that you use in your granola, you basically want to use a 1/4 cup of nuts, a 1/4 cup of seeds, a pinch of salt, 1/8 of a cup of honey or agave syrup, and 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. That being said, you can also switch out any of the nuts or seeds and add any additional flavorings like cinnamon, cocoa, peanut butter, or anything else that your heart desires. Now the first recipe that I'm going to show you is kind of like my basic honey almond granola recipe. So for that, you're going to need 1 cup of your rolled oats, a 1/4 cup of your sliced almonds, 1/8 of a cup each of pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, a pinch of cinnamon and a pinch of salt, 1/8 of a cup of honey, and 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, but you can also use sunflower oil or really any oil that you want. Now granola comes together super fast. We're basically just going to add all of our ingredients except for our chia seeds into a bowl, and we're going to mix that together until the honey and the coconut oil coats everything. Now that our granola is all mixed together and it's slightly sticky, we can transfer it onto our pre-lined baking tray. Now if you prefer your granola to kind of clump together into bigger chunks after it's done baking, you're going to want to gently press your granola together now. By pressing your granola together into kind of a big sheet, it's going to help stick together and it's going to crumble apart into bigger chunks after it's done cooling. I'm going to set this aside for now while we get our second granola ready. Now the second granola recipe is a chocolate hazelnut granola. So for that, you're going to need 1 cup of your oats, a 1/4 cup of chopped hazelnuts, 1/8 of a cup of sunflower seeds and coconut, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, a pinch of cinnamon, 1/8 of a cup of chocolate chips, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and 1/8 of a cup of honey. Now once again, we're going to add everything except for our chia seeds as well as our chocolate into a bowl and mix that together until it's completely combined. Now obviously you don't want to add your chocolate right now because else it's going to melt and potentially burn in the oven. And I prefer having actual little chocolate chunks in my granola, so I'm going to add that once my granola is completely cooled off. Once again, we're just going to transfer this to our pre-lined baking tray and slightly pat it together. Now both of our granolas can wander into the oven that's been preheated to 180 degrees Celsius or 360 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 to 30 minutes. Now about every 10 minutes, you're going to want to mix your granola around to make sure that everything gets nice and brown evenly. And then once you're done mixing it around, I prefer flattening it out again and slightly pressing it together. That way it's going to clump together into those nice big clumps, which is what I prefer with my granola. That being said, you might not need the full 30 minutes of baking time, so just kind of keep an eye on your granola, and once it's nice and golden brown, just take it out and let it cool off. Now I ended up baking my granola for 25 minutes and it turned really nice and golden brown, which I prefer. If you don't want yours as dark as my granola, you can always just bake it for 20 minutes and that should probably be fine as well. Now that our granola is also pretty much cooled off, we can pour over our chia seeds as well as our chocolate. Now at this point, I just separate my granola with my spatula, but if you have really big chunks, you can also just separate them with your hands. Now I like eating my granola over some yogurt with some fresh fruit, but they also taste really good on some smoothie bowls, and you can also add them to anything else that you like. So that's going to be everything for today's video. If you enjoyed it, you can give it a thumbs up or write me a comment down below, and as always, the whole recipe is going to be in the description box as well. And if you have any other granola flavor ideas, let me know in the comments as well.